the Grafton exit there, just about now. Owen is on the other side of the interstate here working our biggest piece of ground we have. It's about, I think, 220 acres. So that's gonna be all put to beans there. Owen's out there, I don't know if you can see him. We're gonna head up to Drayton and then head west out of Drayton and then shoot up north to St. Thomas there. It's kind of a long trip, but it's not too bad. I like seeing that country out there. There's always potatoes. And then there's always a lot of big beet farmers up there, so it's cool to look at all that country up there. Coming into On Target here now. Nice little setup. Found a friend. What are you doing, buddy? Hi. Hi, buddy. Another friend. Had to come over and check out these guys' test plot rig. This thing is sweet. Same with this truck too. All right, just got back to the shop here. Had some lunch. Wanted to show you guys what we're gonna be using here. If you guys were wondering, we like these 04 beans. They do really good up here. I think it's a fan favorite of a lot of farmers up here. I gotta see where everyone's at, but I would imagine we're gonna get that drill calibrated and set up for soybeans. This thing still has some beets in it, beet seeds, so I'm sure we're gonna clean that out, put the soybean plates in, and make sure we have the right plates too. I did get medium-sized soybeans, so I'm fairly certain we have the right plates for that. I think I've planted those in the past, medium-sized beans. So yeah, there's quite a few beets we got to take out of here and put them in these nice new crystal boxes we got. I'm gonna take a couple of these home, store some stuff in them. Getting the drill calibrated here, shooting for 170,000. Getting it keyed into the computer up there. Just came over to the home place here and got the Ford out. This thing pulls the seat tender around all spring. It's about all it does. You need pretty much a full can of ether to get it to start. But after you get it started, she runs like a top. I think this thing's a 92. It's 1 ton, 350, 2-wheel drive. I think it's got about 300, 400,000 miles on it. It's kind of an interesting gooseneck trailer. We can't use this trailer on our new 1 ton because it hits. That's why we use this. Got a nice little convey-all tender. Thing does a really good job. Just sucks filling up 24 boxes. Is what it is. Alright, we just got the seed tender filled up. I'm headed into Minto to get some more 24/6. You can put that down with the soybeans. So I'm gonna head in and get this Enduraplast trailer filled back up. Probably just fill it all the way up. See where that gets me. Trevor said he'll take anything back that we have left over, so it's always nice. And then after that, right over there, we'll head over to Walters South. Owen's gonna go hit that with the Super Coulter, and then I'll head over there with the row crop planter. Then I'll bring this over, and then I'll bring the Ford over there as well. So I'll have quite the fleet out there to plant some soybeans. Drew's also headed up north around the Grafton exit there to plant some soybeans. We plant soybeans with the row crop planter and the hoe drill. So yes, you can plant soybeans with a hoe drill. Well, back out with the super coulter. Had some more shit break. That one's cracked. Gonna see if I can weld it up with the stick welder. Trying to get it back in place here. All right, we're back. I took a crack at that stick welder. I think I have the wrong rods because it was not working. So called the local welder, and he's gonna be out here tomorrow out to the field to get that fixed for us. Right now I came back, hooked up that 50-foot cultivator just to keep going here. And then I'm filling up the planter at the moment. So we're getting this filled up. I'm a little over halfway done here. So got a couple more boxes. This sucks not having a center fill planter, but I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years now. It sucks, but it is what it is, so. What's going on, guys? Got up this morning, got out to the field, got that cultivator set. After all of the issues yesterday, we're gonna try to get some beans planted with that row crop planter. Drew's been hammering away with the air drill, planting soybeans. In a couple hours here, should be able to start putting some beans in the ground with that row crop planter once Owen gets ahead of me quite a bit. But we're up at our very north field right now. I'm gonna get Drew topped off with some beans here, and we'll probably head back and fill up that planter with some liquid fertilizer and maybe get a start on it. All right, we got this super coulter out of the field. He welded up the cracks and got it kind of put back together. He was a little worried about starting a fire next to that shelter belt, putting those gussets on. So he got it good enough to where I can get it back to the shop, and I'm gonna see if I can maybe put it in the shop or get it in an area out of the wind for him to finish putting those gussets on. So if I would have had it back at the shop, I probably could have done all of this myself, but I got planting to do, and this is a little bit easier. So he can just pull right up to the thing with his trailer and have it done in a couple minutes. So I think we'll just do that. I'll have him come out and finish out the job. So we're headed back to the shop right now with this thing. Got a ratchet strap still up there, kind of just holding it together just in case. Pinto bean seed just showed up too. Nice, shit's happening. Not a whole lot's getting done though. All right, what's going on, guys? We're finally in the planter. We got Albert out of Minto out here getting that super coulter back going. He's a really good welder. We always use him all the time. In the past, we used him a bunch, but so I trust him. He always gets stuff fixed and does a really good job. So we're gonna head out to the field and try to get this planter set. It's drier than shit out there, so I'm sure we're gonna have to go down and find moisture. Jordan Sagert, our crop consultant guy, said don't be afraid to go down to 3 inches if you need to. He said he's been hearing it all over the valley. Stuff that's going to bean ground is dry as heck, so we're gonna head out there and see what happens. Alright, we just got out here. I put it down for like 30 feet. You can just see how dry this is. I'm gonna have to go down and try to get moisture here quite a ways. I don't know, we'll probably go down to like 2.5, see what happens. I think this thing's set at like 1 3/4 inches right now. So we'll get that adjusted down here. Well, it's been an eventful day. I'll just say that. I was having a hell of a time trying to get this thing to plant. I had probably about 7 row units not planting. Could not figure it out. Had all of them off. Trying to figure it out. Wasn't working, so went back to the headland, tried to fold this thing up, and it wasn't folding up. And I'm like, well, what's going on here? Where that cylinder is mounted to, you can see it there, it broke. The mounting piece broke off the whole planter. We had to have that welder that was out working on the superculture weld that back on. And now I'm going again, but I have 1 row unit, 15, it's giving me issues. I can't figure out why it's not planting. So we're making some progress here, but it's not going great. We're planting right along I-29. This is the Forest River right here. I want it to look nice, but I don't know, I can't figure out 15. So I went out there again, monkeyed with it some more. So we're gonna see what happens here. But I thought I'd just give you guys an update. Looks like I have 9 acres in on this field. I think I started at noon. It's not been going good. So, plus on top of that, you know, filling Drew up seed and fertilizer. I've been having to do that, and then Owen's been bouncing around all day trying to get ground ready for the soybean planters. Then on top of that, it's blowing like crazy right now. So we had a field just south of here, and it's blowing like crazy. A neighbor called and he said your field is pretty much blown away. So had Owen go out there and do every other pass with the cultivator, kind of sink it a little deep just to get some moisture up, maybe hold some dirt. So we'll see how that every other pass works. If we need to, we'll go back out there and hit everything else. So yeah, that's been my day today. These past few days have just been, I don't know, very interesting out here. So I'm gonna keep going. We'll update you guys later. All right. After an extraordinary amount of time, I figured it out. Row 15 in the tube here had a piece of steel wool lodged in the tube. With beets, you don't require a lot of vac for beets, so I think when we were planting beets, it barely took any vac, so it didn't suck that hard. It's still planted in that row, but I got to the bottom of it and found a piece of steel wool. To use steel wool for
for winter so the mice can't get into the tubes and stuff like that. So we pretty much jam them in 3 different holes in the row unit. So sometimes those get missed. And then when I turn this back pressure back up for soybeans, you can usually find them. I just couldn't find it because it was jammed in the tube. So yeah, I ended up sticking my finger way in there and pulled it out. So I'm planting again. Every row is planting. I had to take row 6 off, and when I did that, I accidentally spilled the whole row unit. Even with the covers on, it does still spill beans. So if you're saying, oh, put the covers back on, no, it still does spill beans. So I'm gonna transfer some beans into row 6 here, and we'll keep on going. I'll probably top off here eventually too. See if I can try to finish this field tonight. What's up guys, back in the planter here. Finishing off this field I was in last night. I got about 4 acres left, just getting that put in. We're gonna have the 2 planters going still today. Once Owen's done working this last piece of bean ground over here, he's gonna actually go get the neighbor's quick till. It's a Norwood. And we're gonna go work some corn ground from last year that's gonna go to soybeans. So we'll film that, getting that hooked up and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this field and then I'm gonna move over to where Drew is at. We're gonna plant a quarter together, so we'll see when I get over there. Headed over to the home place here. Owen's going here with the super coulter, getting the seed bed ready. And right over here we got Drew starting on headlands over here. I need to fuel up, almost out of fuel. And then we'll start on this field as well. Get 2 planters going in this. Well, we got all 3 of us rolling here in this field. I'm going on soybeans. Drew's got soybeans on. Owen's giving her the smoke over there. Drew's gonna do all the headlands with that drill, and then I'm just coming and doing these straight rows. Should have this field finished up in no time. Got this cool gimbal off a TikTok shop for free. Company sent it out to me, so probably try this for a little bit and see how I like this. Comes with a little stand here. It's kind of nice. Yeah, we'll try it out. Using the markers. Going around the yard there. Get this quick till right now. Gonna get hooked up to it. It's got a sulfur over here too. The black ones are pretty cool. office. Yeah. Getting her filled up here. Got 24 to do. It's really nice out. We got, I think it's like 75 now. So, loading right next to the road here. No wind today. We had a bunch of wind yesterday. Owen's out running that quick till. Me and Drew are back in the field planting here. We're gonna see how much we can get done. About done with this field here. Drew and I are going right next to each other. It's probably about, I don't know, 3 more passes left. It's going good so far. Just got back to the yard here. We're gonna fill up with seed for tomorrow and get filled up with liquid fertilizer here too. I don't know if I said, but this is 24/6, if anyone's wondering. So, had a little bit left over, probably a little under half of boxes there. I think we got 180 acres left of soybeans. Should be able to finish that tomorrow, no problem. So, then we'll go back to wheat. Hopefully get that finished by Sunday. It's supposed to rain. Then after the rain passes by next week, we can get into pinto beans. So, heck yeah. Ran out to Owen. He's running that quick till. The fuel filters on that thing were must have been a little plugged up or something. It was blowing a code, so I got those switched out. It's going again, so it seems all right. We're gonna, in the morning, we're gonna come back out there and see if that quick till ground needs to be super filtered. Super lumpy out there, but I don't know. We got row cleaners on that row crop planter, so maybe I can set those right and it'll be fine. But plus we have a rain coming too, so that'll maybe break up those chunks. So yeah, we'll get out there tomorrow and get that done, and then we should be able to finish soybeans tomorrow. 2 planters going, yeah, easy. It's 180 out there, so should be able to get it done. I filled up the planter, liquid and seed. I think Drew's got to still fill his up. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Morning everyone, we're back out here on the last field of soybeans. Owen's getting after it out there. I'm planting around all these shelter belt piles at the moment. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And as you can see, we got another dust bowl today. It's got to be 50-mile-an-hour winds out there right now. It's blowing all the dirt. Go walk out of the tractor and hat blows off, sunglasses go flying off. This stuff really sucks to work in. This here's, I think, about 180 acres. Drew's gonna come out and do headlands with the drill. He's got 80 acres left in that drill, so he's gonna try to plant that out, and then he'll switch back over to wheat today. And then hopefully we can get a pretty big chunk of the wheat done today as well. I think we have maybe 200 acres left, I would say. Here's a pile coming up. There's beets right over here. So it kind of didn't really work out where they put these piles. I'm gonna have to kind of get really close to these beets. I was planting away over here and I looked over
apparently they're having problems with this air drill. I'm seeing the 9530 unhooked from the super coulter, so my guess is they're probably hooking up that tractor to this thing. So I'm gonna go see what's going on. It's still a dust bowl out here, can't see shit.
All right, well, it's been a little bit. Everything's going pretty good for me. I think I have a row sensor that's bad. Row 24 just beeps at me the whole time. It's really annoying, but it's planting. I've checked a million times. So Drew and Owen are sitting over there. According to a guy that set up this air drill, our wiring harness might be shot. Drew was saying that the tractor does not recognize that there's a implement back there. It's not showing up on a screen. So Thane right now from Grafton John Deere is out here taking a look at that. I'm not really sure on the status of what's going on, but hopefully he can get it going here pretty soon. Thane is probably one of the best I've ever seen. Every time he's come out here, always gets it fixed, always gets us running. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that know Thane and know what kind of work he does. So we're in good hands out here. So I've done just about 40 acres. I would assume I'm gonna have to fill here pretty soon, but we'll just keep going. Well, literally a couple seconds later, I watched Thane leave the field and I watched Drew spin the planter around, and he called me and he said he's back going. Apparently it was an easy fix. Something in the 7-prong connector was fried. So just like I said, Thane always knows what's usually going on. He had brought one out because he was like, I think I already know the problem. So he brought it out, got that replaced, and now he's back going again. Got 2 planters going again. This should start to go quicker and quicker here now. All right, we're back. I was just over there planting that 180, jumped across the road here to a 40, and we're starting on this. I've done just about 10 acres. Gonna have to fill up here pretty quick. Everything's been going pretty good. The dust has started up again, as you can see. But as you can see in some of these videos, I do have a phone mount and a tablet mount for this cab. I wanted to talk a little bit about these things. This is the Mobnetic Max from Mob Armor. If you guys are looking for a good phone mount to have in the tractor, in your truck, whatever you're doing, I recommend these guys. These things come in all different sorts of colors. I can pretty much put this thing on any metal. They do come with sticky pads that are magnetic. You can stick them just about anywhere, plastic, whatever. You can stick them to a window too. They don't just make phone mounts, they make tablet mounts as well. This is their big iPad mount. They also do make mounts for GoPros, all sorts of different stuff. If you guys are looking for a phone mount, I do have a discount code. It's Anderson ND. You guys can go ahead and head over to their website. You guys can use that code at checkout. Goddamn dust bowl out here. Windier than shit. I gotta fill up one more time. Last night, I finished up soybeans. Now today, Drew is out trying to finish up wheat. We have about 60 acres of a quarter left, and then half an 80, and then at full 80 to do. So he's gonna try to get that finished up maybe today or tomorrow morning, something like that. There's a bunch of kind of odds and ends things we gotta get done here. Probably clean out the planter, get that clean. We don't have to change any plates or anything, but we got to get those soybeans out. That way we can put pintos in and get those going probably next week at some point. I think I did already mention, but we are expecting some rain this weekend, so yeah, hopefully we can get that. We have a pretty big shopping list that we need to take care of. Need a lot of things. My Uncle Tony is coming today, so whenever he comes, he likes to take that half-ton pickup we have just to drive around. So I think Owen's working on getting that cleaned up right now. Then after that, there's a lot of things in the yard that could probably be parked away a little bit better. cleaned up the yard. Alright guys, this is a little bit after lunch. We're heading over to the main machine shed here. We still have that quick till over at that yard of our neighbors. That needs to go back. When we were running that quick till, one of the hydraulic hoses, the fittings on it, it came off, it unscrewed. Hydraulic fluid was spewing everywhere all over that implement. And on top of that, unfortunately, the 9530 did go down yesterday. We are thinking that it's maybe a axle seal. We're gonna run over there and look at it. It is hooked up to that quick till. We have to unhook it and move it out of the way. We're bringing that 9200 over to hook that up, bring it back to the shop, wash it, and bring it back to the neighbor. Right before lunch, Owen and I worked on getting this a little bit cleaned up and our half ton as well. Owen washed the half ton and cleaned out the inside. I kind of focused on getting this service truck organized again. It was really bad. There was stuff everywhere back here, tools in there that shouldn't be in here, tools that were missing. So I got that kind of squared away. It's always nice having this thing set and good to go, because when it's not, it stresses me the hell out like crazy. So we're on our way over to the machine shed right now. We'll take a look at that 9530. So I'll show you guys what we're dealing with here. Apparently it's on this other side. They said once you turn this tractor on, it just comes pouring out of there. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Both the duals gotta come off. Yeah. The 9530 pulled away. Got the 9200 hooked up. It's a badass rig right there. Yeah. We're gonna head back to the shop here. Unfortunately, at this moment, I don't know what we're gonna do here. Probably gotta make some phone calls, see what we think, see what people think is wrong with it, see how big of a job it is, and yeah, we'll figure it out here. Whatever we gotta do to get it fixed, that's all I know. So we'll head back to the shop here. Owen said he's gonna clean up that quick till, and then probably bring that thing back over to Greg's. Yeah, this dust thing is really bad now. Can't even see out in front of me that far. Looks a lot better on camera. Holy. Over here at the neighbors, getting the Norwood quick till back. He's got a nice Sulford over here and a Summers chisel plow. Got her unhooked. We'll head back, see what else we can get into. What's up guys, it's a couple days later. I wanted to check back in, kind of put the camera down for quite a while. We got that quick till back, and then started planting soybeans. Got all of the soybeans in, that went really fast. We had 2 planters going, and then boom, we got rained out. So we were down for quite a few days. We were trying to get all of our ducks in a row, trying to get ready for pinto beans here. I'm currently out spreading 4 pinto beans at the moment. Remember that I left off in that video at a bad spot and just kind of left it. We unfortunately did have 2 things happen The 9530, kind of our main tillage four-wheel drive tractor, that did go down. The axle bearing and seal went out on one of the front axles of that tractor. So, you know, every time you put it in drive, put it in reverse and take off, it dumped hydraulic oil out of the axle onto the ground. So I had to make a call to Deere, and they ended up coming to get it, put it in on a lowboy and taking it away. So not sure when we're gonna see that tractor again. I'm sure it'll be back, you know, as soon as we're finishing up with pinto beans. Thankfully, we do have 2 other four-wheel drive tractors that are capable of doing what that 9530 can. The only thing is we're getting that 9200 back into the mix, and the GPS on that thing is not very good. It's not the most comfortable driving tractor either. Then the one other thing that happened, our service truck, the Chevy 1-ton, the def tank in it went bad again for the 2nd time this year. So that is at Hanson's in Grafton right now, getting a new def tank. That thing's been gone for about 2 or 3 days now. That really sucks because we kind of have went back to the Dodge now, service truck, and we're using that. And that thing's just kind of slow and doesn't really get around the best. We did pick up some custom work, planted a couple fields for a guy just west of us, soybeans. Yesterday we did end up getting those beans put in, so we're done with soybeans. We have not heard if we're going to need to replant any beets yet. Our crop consultants are looking at it, making sure they're checking everything out. In the next video, we'll be getting into pinto beans here. We got a little bit more help around. My uncle's back from Colorado, so he'll help out some. Yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll get into some pinto beans on the next one. So, thanks guys.